Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Grassroots Racing Show.
Welcome to the Grassroots Racing Show. I'm Doug Thompson with co-host Roger Thompson. Roger, this week, just like we have the last 2 weeks, we've sent Mike Kraft back to Lakeside because the racing was so good. And like we talked about a couple of weeks ago on the show, we've moved now into that summertime to where the tracks are getting dry slick. The racetrack promoters can't keep enough water on it. There's too much heat, wind, etc. in Kansas. And we're going to see some of that dry slick racing action tonight. We're going to do, we're going to take a look at the B mods and the Grand National.
I think Mike's beginning to learn his way around the track.
Yeah, I think he probably is. We've sent him up there enough lately.
Yeah.
I'm going to be anxious to see with the program tonight how Gene Claxton does, because Gene came back to the racing and has a wealth of experience, a great racer, and a nice guy. And I'm going to be anxious to see how he does.
He struggled a bit the week before,
yeah,
you know.
He did. He did have a little bit of trouble the week before, but I bet he got it figured out because he has a lot of experience in that area. So when we come back, we're going to take you out to Lakeside Speedway for some more great racing action from Lakeside Speedway, and you're going to enjoy. The racing is fantastic. Stay tuned.
My name is Kerry Davis, A-Mod driver here at Lakeside Speedway. I want to welcome everybody on Mother's Day weekend. I want to send a special shout out to my mother. I love you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you.
I'm Austin Johnson.
And I'm Houston Johnson.
And we're Grand National drivers at Lakeside Speedway, and we want to wish all the moms out there a happy Mother's Day, and especially our mom, Kyle, for all she does for us.
My name's Cam Atkinson. I drive a B-Mod out here at Lakeside. It's my first time out here. We all know how important our mothers are to us. Just like to thank my mother, Mary, and my wonderful wife, Sarah. It's their first Mother's Day. Thanks for all their support in our wonderful sport.
My name's Kevin Anderson. I am the driver of the 417 stock car in probably the toughest class out here at Lakeside Speedway, and the most competitive, I think. So I want to wish all the moms out there a happy Mother's Day, and especially my mom, Jeannie Anderson. And I want to thank her for everything she does, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be out here. So I appreciate it, and happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Grand National race just getting started. Out of 2, the 9, Don Mars, the 28D, Gary Donaldson, share row number 1. They are side by side. Mars will lead lap 1. Great battle, side by side, 3 wide. Mars, the 28D, Gary Donaldson, your point leader. On to the front stretch. In third, the 69. That is Tim Shields in that borrowed car. Brown in the 26 alongside the 98 of Austin Johnson. Grand Nationals, the first A feature tonight. Don Mars, the 28D. Behind him, your point leader, Gary Donaldson. Don Mars comes in 6th in points tonight. That John Farber dentist machine. 28 Donaldson, that's Gary Donaldson, the 28D, the Rayville Rocket. The station and DeBella's Pizza on board with him alongside AAA Transmission. Top 2 trying to pull away with the field. Steve Dibbins, number 69, Windsor overhead door car driven tonight by Tim Shields. Shields comes in 2nd in points, but his 42T was not able to make the call. So Dibbin loaned that car out. Behind him, the 26, Donnie Brown out of Lancaster, Kansas, comes in 3rd in points. Brown picked up a feature win 3 weeks ago. We have had 4 different feature winners in the Grand Nationals this season. That 9, Don Mars, not one of them. Tim Shields, the only repeat winner. Tim Shields again driving that 69. Your leader, the 9, Don Mars, coming up On slower traffic, the 7-11 of Bill Rusinger. Rusinger stays to the bottom so the leaders can go around. Coming around for lap number 8 of 15. Don Mars, the 9. 28D of Donaldson. That's 69 of Tim Shields. Brown in the 26. Leaders into 1. Coming around for lap number 9.
Okay, thank you very much.
Around for 10 of 15. Don Mars led every lap so far. He has Donaldson behind him. Gary Donaldson, your point leader, defending champion in the Grand National class as well. Top 2 out of 4. Donaldson at this point hoping for a caution or hoping something goes wrong. And there is that caution. The 15 of Drew. The 15, Nick Drew out of Kansas City, Kansas. The lineup is good. We're ready to go racing again. Don Mars. Let's see if he takes that same line through 1 and 2 this time. Not surprising, he drops down a little lower after the 28D of Donaldson showed his hand. Donaldson again to the inside. Donaldson around for, I believe, lap number 11. This is lap number 12. A year later, the 28D. Let's see if that 9 of Don Mars can gain momentum back, get around Donaldson. Tim Shields runs 3rd in that first time out in that 69. First time out also, that 711X, that's Nick Newton. Newton now alongside the 69. Good battle for 3rd. White flag, 1 to go. Newton has gotten around that 69 of Shields. Checkered flag this time by lap 15. Our first feature of the night. It will be Donaldson at 28D.
28D, 711, 9.
J. Jake Richards, your point leader. Roe Tilby, the 181, Luke Neiman, and the 21C, Chad Clancy. Row 3, the 20Y, Yancey Shepard, and the 15 of Ed Knoll. Gene Claxton, the 42, the 9T, Cody Thornton, share row 4. Row 5, the 11C, Chad Feather, and the 7K, Doug Keller. Scheduled row 6, the 29, Nate Barnes, the 9, Don Mars. Scheduled row 7, the 11 of Mike Higley, and the 14, Bobby Wood. Scheduled row 8, the 75, Robert Isabel, and the 57S, Royce Stanley. Shadron Turner, the 17T, and the 38, Matt Pugh, share row 9. Row 10 will be the 44, Sam Schuler, and the 222 of Colton Stevens. Scheduled row 11, the 23, Cam Atkinson, and the 4 of Chad Walker. Scheduled row 12, the 21K, Kevin Sloan, the 16, David Pierce. Stephen Blake in the 13, and the 28S, John O'Neill Jr., share row 13. Dean Galvin, the 17, and the 01, Jake Hobscheit, row 14. USRA B-Mods coming out. Chad Clancy. Last week's feature winner, the 20Y, Yancey Shepard, alongside the 15 of Ed Knoll. Out of 4. Green flag, and already some issues at the start. The 11 junior, Schiffelbein, leads 3 wide for the lead. Richards on the high side. Schiffelbein with the 181 of Neiman. Around for lap 1, it'll be the 7J of Richards. Great battle as they continue. Richards and the 21C of Clancy. Around for lap number 2. The caution has to come out. Got a tire out of place over in turn number 2. RAB Mods, their feature tonight. Budweiser, night at the races here at Lakeside. Big thanks to Budweiser for their continued support of Lakeside Speedway. Here we go, out of 4. Foot to the floor once more, the green flag. Richards trying to pull away from the field. 21C, Chad Clancy, staying on the bottom. Schiffelbein with that 42 of Claxton. Yancey, that orange 20. Three wide, down in the bottom half of the track as they battle. 181, Luke Neiman trying to move forward, was battling with a couple competitors. Doug Keller in that 7K for 1. And this time around, it's the 21Cs gotten by Richards. That'll shake it up a bit. Oh, the 181 tags the wall. Driving like the missus. Little bit of contact over there into 1 and 2, but continues. Oh, and Higley in that 11. He makes contact with the concrete. That Prime Racing Products entry. Going to have to go back for some parts if he keeps that up. 21C, Chad Clancy, looking for his first win of the season. 2009 Grand National champion. He has won in the Grand National and the B-Mod division. Westfall GMC, Jim's Barber Shop entry. Clancy out of Smithville, Missouri, leading this one. 6 of 15 laps. Schiffelbein now applying some pressure. And the 181 off the pace. Oh, and he gets rear-ended. Oh, hard impact over into turn number 1. Out 4, foot to the floor once more. Here they come. They'll be coming around for lap number 7. 21C, Chad Clancy continues to lead. Claxton trying to work his way up.
Oh, he does.
Oh, hold on to that. Nice save. Drive. 21C. Chad Clancy continues to lead this. Great battle throughout. The 11 junior, Schiffelbein, holding off that 42 of Claxton. Yancey Shepard, followed by the 7K, Doug Keller. Yancey Shepard and Keller battle down the backstretch. Right now in 6th, and that 11 That is Mike Higley, brand new. A brand new look to that car. He's added to it by making contact with that concrete several times. That is the Prime Racing Products machine. Big Ford power plant. Big old Chevrolet leading this one at 21C of Chad Clancy. 11 of 15 complete. Clancy pulling away from the field. The 11 junior, Randall Schiffelbein Jr. in second. 42 of Claxton in third. Last week's feature winner, the 20Y of Yancey Shepard. Followed by that 7K, Doug Keller. The 11 of Higley, the 17T. Shadron Turner started inside row 9. Shadron Turner right now running up in just about the top 5. Yancey Shepard, that 20. Slow in turn number 4 that time. He's back on it, but is definitely falling back. Behind Shadron Turner in that 17T, the 11C, Chad Feather in that X-Factor chassis. White flag has been displayed for your leader, the 21C of Chad Clancy. Year later, coming through, 3 and 4 with lap traffic. Chad Clancy wins it. The 11 junior in second, Schiffelbein, followed by Claxton. The 11 of Higley.
Winner of the USRA B-Mod race here tonight at Lakeside Speedway, Chad Clancy. Chad, I'm continually impressed with this being a motor that you got from GMC.
Yeah, they run strong here at Lakeside. The short track, they got a little bit of disadvantage, but we've won the last 3 at Winston with it, so I guess it's doing pretty good everywhere.
I am just, like I say, continually amazed at the power it puts out, because I know there's a lot of these guys are getting some pretty good race motors out there, and you're kind of putting them to shame with this thing. I'm not trying to put anybody down, but man, it's either got to be the setup, the driving, or something, or the motor, because man, I mean, you just about ran away with that.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I finally hit the setup tonight real good. Been running good here, but haven't got a win this year out here anyway, so we hit it tonight.
I was going to say, you've been close. You've been up in the front, and that's what you got to do, especially, if you're going to stay in the points, is hang around that front up there and then take advantage of it when you can. But anyway, Chad, congratulations on a great run tonight.
Happy Mother's Day to my mom and my wife.
Okay, anyway, congratulations, Chad, and boy, looking forward to some more here next week.
All righty, thank you.
Welcome back to the Grassroots Racing Show. I'm Doug Thompson with Roger Thompson. We promised you'd see some really good racing from Lakeside Speedway, and you have seen it. Roger, in that B-Mod feature, Chad Clancy out of Smithville, Missouri, grabbed off a win. And we were talking about Gene Claxton before the racing started, and Gene got it figured out, pulled up there, grabbed the third spot, and Randall Schiffelbein, I think we determined his name was pronounced, junior out of Tecumseh, grabbed a second place. Mike Higley was 4th, and Doug Keller was 5th. Yancey Shepard brought in a 6th place finish, and they all did just really, really good running. That's exciting racing. If you like exciting dirt track racing, you won't find it much better than what you just saw at Lakeside Speedway. In the Grand National event, Gary Donaldson grabbed a win, and that is a very competitive class. There was a stretch as that race came down towards the end. There were 10 cars that were right there in that mix, and you could have put a blanket over all of them. Those are fun races to be in because you're battling for every spot, and you don't want to be one who takes out half of the field, but you want to have a good competitive finish, and that's one when you get done that says, man, that was fun.
It was clean racing. The guys really raced each other tough, but they were clean, and that was exciting.
Yeah, and as we frequently do, we're filming at the Kansas Auto Racing Museum. Hope you get a chance to visit us here at Chapman. We're just off I-70 at the Chapman exit. Hope you've enjoyed the Grassroots Racing Show. We will see you next week.